All right, let's do the email.
Anyway, big fans of Squarespace. Email time. Hey guys, love the show. Anyway, it's back to school time across most of the United States. And while I may be in college, I still have fond memories of my elementary school days of going back to school. It was always a huge deal every year for me to get a new backpack, a new lunchbox, and the best year ever was when I had a Jurassic Park backpack in black with matching red biohazard lunchbox. Sweet setup. Then there was the shoe shopping. LA Gear, baby. And the clothes, not to mention the fresh pack of Crayola crayons and markers. I miss it all so much. So the big question is, what are your fond memories of back to school time? Thanks, guide. Brad I. Seldike.
Yeah, and he's Iceman on the forums, and he writes a lot. But he's awesome. No, I just realized as we said that it's Iceman. Yeah, I've always thought it was YSSS man. Like, yeah, but that's how cool it is because that's the beginning of his last name. Yeah, Ice, and it's awesome. Yeah,
nice. Well, Brad. Yeah. Well, Brad. Good question. I don't know about you guys. I used to love the back to school stuff until I got back to school.
Bittersweet.
Yeah, I hated going back to school. But
when the commercials for back to school stuff started airing,
I know, it felt so. Yeah.
How about when it started, you would be playing outside and it would start getting dark earlier? That was always like, you knew school was coming.
Yeah. I would never, the night before school, every year was the same thing. Staring up at ceiling fan for me. I could never sleep the night before school.
Yeah.
But what were the
could you not sleep the night before school?
Nervous. Hated it.
Nervous?
Hated it. So, memory of gearing up.
Yeah.
Back to school.
I anticipate what we're all going to bring up is Trapper Keepers.
Oh, yeah.
Because about getting the Trapper Keeper, which the Trapper Keeper was cool because you could get, the design you wanted, but those plastic rings in the
bags.
Well, the plastic rings in the middle that slide back and they would unhook and they had the tooth in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Always broke about 4 seconds into use. Terrible design. But yes, and it's interesting that you brought up shoes because I always remember. I think we were one of the first generations to have the whole big $150
Air Jordan
sneakers.
Air Jordans.
And I was never allowed.
I had tennis pumps.
You had the
tennis
green
pumps.
furry ones?
Yeah, baby.
Those were awesome. LA Gear made pump ripoffs.
Yep.
That I thought were even cooler.
Wow.
But then they stopped making them and I couldn't get them.
I definitely think you guys were cooler than I was because I was never allowed to get the expensive shoes.
Yeah.
And
I remember waking up in the morning, I put the shoe in, tie it up.
Never.
Nuts. All right. Tie it by the shoe.
Does everybody remember zips are a lot of fun? No.
Wait.
Oh, what is it?
Bing,
what are the kangaroo ones where
jams?
You can put
kangaroo. Dude in towel head is wearing jams.
Yeah, kangaroo.
Anyway, I had Velcro when Velcro was not cool and everyone made fun of me.
That's bad.
I was made fun of for my shoes.
What was going on over there?
It's okay, Mom. Don't feel bad.
What's happening?
I was better off for it. Screw those kids.
Well, was there any one product that you remember?
I mean, there's I too. I mean, earlier on, I didn't have a lunch pail. I had a thermos. And I remember
you only drank your meals.
No, because we would put SpaghettiOs in our thermos.
Mine was French bread pizzas. Stove's French bread pizzas.
In your thermos?
I would put them in my thermos and then I'd hide them because I was embarrassed.
In your lunchbox?
That was
I had a Rambo. I had a red Rambo lunchbox, but
I know. I stopped immediately.
On the Trapper Keepers. It wasn't like, am I getting a Trapper Keeper? It's which Trapper Keeper am I getting?
Damn.
Yes.
Damn animated GIF that will be happening. God damn it.
You're standing here blowing a Shetland pony. I was like, what are you doing?
I was doing you trying to get.
I know what you're trying to do. It looked like you were some sort of space clam you were sucking on.
I love that, every year before school, I would always make this pact. This year, I'm going to be neat.
Organized.
This year, I'm going to keep it. And after the first day, yes, I'm keeping it neat. Yeah. And somehow by the end of the week, and the same thing, my favorite thing.
You know what the modern day equivalent or the grown-up equivalent of that is? This year, for taxes, I'm going to keep all my receipts. I'm going to write down all my mileage.
Yep.
No, never happened.
My favorite thing is pen.
I know what you mean.
Every year I would find my favorite pen. And I would buy a bunch of them, and my favorite pen is the Pilot Le Pen. And when you find your favorite pen, I love to write. Then you would lose it. I would lose my pens. Did you guys not have that problem? I would stick my pen in my pocket, and that's all would go. Somehow it would be missing. And then you lose your pen, and then you use shitty pens. And every time you use the shitty pen, you're using it, and then all of a sudden you realize, I should just buy. It's not that expensive. I'll buy a new pen. And when you buy it, you're like, writing's fun. I want to write more often. It was like fun to write. The Pilot Le Pen made writing fun. And then you would lose them. I don't know how could that...
Do you guys remember those triangle things that you put your thing so it wouldn't roll off the desk?
Yes.
With plastic, and everyone would chew them?
I was a very...
Pencil chewer?
Don't?
Yes.
Me too.
Not pencil, pen caps. Like the thing of the pen cap.
What did you buy?
I mean, Trapper Keepers, clothes. I mean, for me, it was just that time of year was like a great excuse for me to go blow money. For some reason, I loved paper. Like I loved having paper and binders. Like there was something about it. And even to this day, like my dad would like come home from work and be like, "Oh, I have this USA space program thing that has like a folder and you put pens in it and little cards." It's like, oh man, I love that. I'd never know what to do with them, but I would have them. I have like tons of them at home, monogrammed ones. I don't know why that organized stuff I really loved, which was great.
To segue into the next thing we're going to talk about, we didn't go to when we were in Seattle the Sci-Fi Museum, but I just heard
Thank you, Brad.
that one of my favorite books of all time, The Baroque Cycle by Neil Stephenson, his original manuscript, which 3 books, and they're huge books, all written by hand with pens.
With a Pilot Le Pen.
The manuscript is in the science fiction museum.
That's crazy.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Well, that brings us to some big old thank yous. First off to Brad. If you'd like to send in an email, feel free to do so, fans@totallyradshow.com. But also the Dougie Fresh,
our buddy
Doug Starr, who hooked us up with hotel rooms for PAX. Thank you so much. The reason that we were able to go to PAX. We also want to thank Meg Campbell, our wayward,
girl,
Steve.
our female Steve from Steve
of Girl Hack.
She was the best video thing we've ever used.
She's the best video thing we've ever used. I
love you, Meg.
Totally called her that while we were shooting. And then, of course, thank you all that stuff because we wanted to thank everybody who came to see us in PAX. Because Doug got us out there.
One of the most amazing nights. It was great.
It was epic. Was a proposal?
Yes.
You want to talk about something else?
No, I was going to say that. I mean, because unfortunately we didn't have a camera there, but...
Yeah, if you guys haven't been to our forums and seen the reports from the meetup, we actually helped a proposal for marriage happen at Kel's Pub while we were there.
Have you ever seen someone do that in real life?
Not
I
right
literally was crying. I played it off as sweat because that was easy to do.
Yes.
But I literally was... I was biting them. I couldn't believe it was. I was so happy. I was biting the bottle that I had in my hand.
Will you marry? Get off me!
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was great.
And congratulations to you guys.
Yes, congrats. I'm glad it worked out.
Mind-blowing. People proposed at the thing.
There were so many people. It was so great meeting everybody. We had a blast at PAX. So thank you, Meg, for coming and helping us out. And thank you so much, Dougie, for making it all happen.
All right, let's wrap this puppy up.
And playing infighting with us, the D&D infighting.
Yeah.
So the other thing we want to say is we'd like to welcome Hack 5 to the Revision 3 Network. I've known the Hack 5 guys since way back when we launched Dig Nation. Great group of guys. They're now on the Revision 3 Network every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can catch a new episode of Hack 5.
Send us an email at fans@totallyradshow.com. Send us backgrounds. Go to our website, totallyradshow.com. Download this background. Download templates for your own backgrounds. Check out the forums at totallyradshow.com. Click to participate. Go to myspace.com.
Yeah.
Or don't.
MySpace is just whatever.
Twitter?
No, I was going to say, head over to the main website. I know I should have even given people for a warning at the top of the show, but we screwed up last week and we told them we were going to do Bangkok Dangerous.
Yeah, dodge that bullet.
But aren't you so relieved that we didn't have to see it? But we won't screw you this time. I will tell you the name of the movie we're going to view ahead of time, and it will also be up on totallyradshow.com. And that movie, my friends, is the next Coen Brothers film, Burn After Reading.
I could not be more excited.
Correctamundo. Please follow us up on Twitter if you want to catch the day-to-day ramblings of these 4 fine fellows. Alex Albrecht.
Jeff Canada.
at Danny TRS and Steve TRS. And that is twitter.com/ any one of those usernames. Well, that's it for this week's edition of the Totally Rad Show. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Jeff Cannata.
I'm Dan Trachtenberg.
Until next time, let's punch you, bitches.
Do it up, Dan. Come on.
Always can't end.
It's always got to be a production.
I can't end.
Hey, everybody, welcome to It's going to be a weird one. I'm not going to fucking lie to you. And there's some 13-year-old girl touching stuff we got to talk about, and I'm going to be laughing like crazy. Not because it's bad. Here we go. Ready?
Because it's bad.